Ready.
You ready?
Ready.
Today is Wednesday, December 15th.
Think about that. Getting windows today.
He's hoping they're going to be delivered to the house.
They better be.
But he's having some, he put plastic up on the windows. We went there the other day and it really made a difference.
Oh, and I have the heater in there. Temple, 70 degrees.
David was working just in a t-shirt.
Yeah.
So he was really warm.
Temple.
It was hot. My eyes were all dried out. It was like,
perfect.
I dressed for the weather and then I got into the house and I'm thinking, maybe I want to go outside and look at the outside of the house.
Hey, don't fool around, man.
But today is our Ask Us Anything series. And you guys never disappoint. Recipes with Roy said he's with me as far as keeping the temperature down, but Paul would be more comfortable with Jimmy's heat.
Yeah.
Paul and Jimmy are wusses. Sorry, Paul. Wussy, wussy, wussy.
Gotta be warm.
Dee Dee said, I listen to you while I'm working. Great stress relief. You make me laugh. The longer the videos, the better. But we do tend
Usually we rattle, so it happens.
It happens. Because even when he says, we got to do this quick.
Like we do, like today, it's got to be quick.
It's not going to be done quick. Valerie Reese, always great to see you two and the Peanut Gallery. Here's a question. If you had to volunteer for 1 week at a nonprofit organization, what would you do and why?
Habitat for Humanity. Just because it's building, and I like building.
I would work at the food pantry at our church. They fortunately have so many people that work at the pantry that they put you on a list, and if they need you, they call you because they have more than enough help, which is good. But I don't have a problem volunteering anywhere. I would like to do like serving food on a holiday or something like that, on Christmas or something like that. Luann Penna said, when I see you post a new video, I always look at the time. The longer, the better. Love you and your family banter. We're glad to hear that because we
can go.
Kit Kat 10, you two are a hoot. She got a picture of an owl.
I got that.
Look forward to every video. So glad you share the progress on the house. So for me and Jim, maybe, yeah, so do you and Jim, so you and Jim do Christmas Eve alone? Or do the kids stop by? No, we go out for Christmas Eve breakfast, and then my kids go like to their significant others' families to do that. Christmas Day, last year we went to Jimmy's house.
Yeah.
Christy stays home alone because she's off of work, and so she doesn't want to even get out of her pajamas. She don't want to entertain. She'll call me and wish me a Merry Christmas, but she's not coming around.
She ain't leaving.
She ain't leaving. She's not having people over either.
Nope.
She keeps that door locked.
Yep.
But I go beforehand. Like I went last week and saw her Christmas tree. And then I still got to go see Danny's, but he hasn't put his up yet.
You already seen ours.
Yeah, his was pathetic. You could still put a little tabletop tree up.
Well, no, we've been decorating. Like every day someone takes a turn. They have to put something on there. Oh. Which I forgot yesterday. It was my turn. I didn't put anything on there. So
yeah, it's not even a tree.
It is too. It's a real tree.
It looked like a plant.
No, it's a real tree. You plant it. It's a Douglas fir.
Oh, you're going to plant it then?
Well, yeah.
We'll see.
But it's only like this tall.
Yeah, it's sad. Do you have a big meal on Christmas Day with everybody at your house? No, we do ours Eve of Christmas Eve, which is obviously the 23rd. We have a big dinner. And then I used to have everybody in my family, which would be my brothers and my sisters, and everybody come over on Christmas Day, and then we would have just like sandwiches and we'd make side dishes. But then as like Jimmy got older and had kids, and then my brother's kids got older and had kids, and like it just kind of went spread out, and it just got too hard. So we don't do that anymore. But I do miss doing it because it was fun. Mary Paluski said, oh my goodness, your embarrassing stories were hilarious. My girlfriend and her were in the bathroom at Walmart, and she came out of the stall with one of the seat covers hanging off the back of her pants. That would be even worse than the toilet paper, I think.
That would be.
That's a little bit bigger.
Yeah.
Cat on point. Cat, I'm thankful that you're back. I was kind of worried about you. I did sing to Walt on his birthday, but you weren't doing your videos because her mother had been ill, and so she wasn't doing videos or watching videos. But you and your family are in my prayers, Cat. But anyway, she said, I really enjoyed this answer session. I haven't noticed a lot of shortages either, except for Legos are kind of sparse. My boys love them. I went on Friday looking for Christmas presents, and I went into the aisle for Legos because my grandson Sebastian loves Legos. And there was like shelves upon shelves of Legos.
Yeah, you know how much those things are now?
I know.
Crap.
I bought some. So anyway, on Saturday, Jim decided he wanted to go Christmas shopping with me, and I said, well, we got to get some Legos for Sebastian, because Sebastian made it very clear he wanted boy Legos, not those little girl Legos, not girl Legos, and not the little tiny little Legos that are for little kids. He's a double-digit kid. He told me that. I'm double digits now, Grandma.
What kind of Legos are there?
So he wanted like Star Wars or something, like a little bit more complicated to put together.
Right.
So I thought, well, I was going to buy him a Star Wars one, but I thought, well, I don't know if he's into Star Wars. So we pull into the Lego aisle, and there's no Legos. 6 shelves high, the whole aisle, there's no Legos. And Jim says, well, I guess Sebastian's not getting Legos. I said, we're getting Legos. Sebastian asked for Legos. So I went around the store because I know from my own experience in retail.
People put it away.
They hide them so that they can come back and buy them. So where would I go and look for a Lego? In the linen department. No, in the linens. That's where you would go, in the linens by the like where they get.
Right.
I found him a Star Wars one. So some poor little kid's not going to have a Lego
I was going
for
to say,
Christmas.
just rip some kid off now.
Sebastian's going to have his Legos. And then I got him they did have the trays that you built it off of.
Yeah.
So I got him one of those too.
We had one of those too when we were growing up. It's called the floor.
Yeah. It worked just as well. Phyllis Lopez said, I love you and Jimmy. You always make me laugh out loud. By the way, I'm watching from Texas, waiting to hear you say it's snowing there. It's no snowing here.
No snowing.
It's supposed to snow later on. Jimmy, you're welcome to come pretty much any time of the year to get warm. We'll drive you to the Gulf to sit on the beach.
Oh, this is getting even better. That's awesome.
Although Galveston Beach isn't the most beautiful beach.
Don't care.
It's hot in the summer and spring and fall. But you can't have it all.
I don't care as long as it's warm. And there's golf. And I get a ride.
You got it all made.
Win.
The only thing was she'd have to put you up. Save you from a hotel.
What's that?
She'd have to put you up at her house so that there's no hotel.
Oh, she wouldn't mind, would you? It's fine.
Don Ray said, so fun hanging out with you guys. I look forward to your videos. My question is, what are you planning to do with your basement? Are you going to be finishing it?
I am finishing it. Like, before right now, I will just be like the exterior part of it, like along the border. I'll just finish that. But eventually there's going to be rooms. There'll be a storage room, furnace room. There's going to be a bedroom down there.
There'll be a bathroom?
There is a bathroom down there, a full bath, and a gym and a utility room.
Ooh, so you can forego your gym membership.
I am. That is the goal.
And just go down the basement. But see, I find that if you have to go down the basement, then you don't do it. Joan at Jones Point and Plate and Doug, they go down there every morning.
I would. My only problem was I didn't have the same equipment as they had at the gym, which I will be getting, so we don't have to worry about that.
So if you hear of any break-ins at Planet Fitness,
right?
You'll know. Judy Reve says, I can't wait for the day that we'll meet Sandy, but Jimmy has to be in on the meet. Hopefully this summer now that the border is open. Yeah, she would cross right over at Windsor.
Yeah.
That's not any problem.
Heck, half the time I'm working right within 3 blocks of there anyway.
Yeah, but you'd have to come back and pick me up because I'm not driving that far down.
That's true. Yeah.
Brandy Granton said, my mom is always the same way, wanting to watch everyone else open their gifts. We tried the 1 year, one person at a time.
Yeah, that doesn't work.
That doesn't work. And then I always look like it took me hours to wrap those presents. And within 5 minutes,
yep,
it's all done. Whoever came up with the idea of buying wrapping paper was like a genius.
Oh, yeah.
They really
Probably
were.
Hallmark.
Probably, but I go to the dollar store. It's really cheap paper. You got to really be careful when you're wrapping it. But you know what? They're just ripping it open anyhow, so it doesn't really matter. Stephanie Suppes, S-U-P-P-E-S. I wish I could post a pic. I have a friend that looks so much like Jimmy, and he's in the home builder business too.
Good looking guy.
Is he full of himself also? And Don Ray says she can see the Kevin Costner resemblance.
Now that somebody said it, I could, not a lot, but I can see it a little bit.
I don't see it at all.
I can see it a little bit.
No, I don't see it at all. G.I. Joe's Girl 91 said she loves the two of us. See, we were kind of pathetic last week complaining about the peanut gallery.
We were complaining about the peanut gallery.
Yeah.
I like the peanut gallery too, obviously.
Yeah.
So.
But see how much quieter it is?
It is. It's peaceful. Serenity.
As we speak of them, Rosie Muro said, love the peanut gallery, but the videos are not worth watching without the main stars, Sandy and Jim. Diane Stewart, Jimmy, she totally agrees with you about the heat in the house and the car. Oh my gosh. I could never go on a road trip with either one of you then. I'd have my window, I'd be like the dog with my head out the window.
Nope, gotta be more.
No. Sparkling Susan said 26 minutes of pure enjoyment. I didn't realize it was 26 minutes.
Well, look where we're at now. We paused it too, and we're at 11 minutes.
No, that was during the tag we paused.
Yesterday, you mean?
Oh, that was yesterday. Yeah, we paused it yesterday. I almost forgot. Good thing you reminded me.
Yes.
Because we didn't even change our clothes from yesterday.
Nope.
It's like, geez. A Blessed Mom says, you guys are so funny. I'm with Sandy about keeping my thermostat on 64. My mother heats with gas, and so it's definitely warm there. I have gas heat too, but I still keep it at 64. Before her husband and son get home, though, she turns it back up to 70. I did turn that. I turned
Samantha
mine
does the same thing. Like, she'll keep it down, and then if it's a summer, she'll turn it down. So when I get home, it's cooler, and same thing.
I turned it up for him today, so he can't complain.
She did.
She has hot coffee or hot chocolate ready for when she watches, when she goes out in the cold.
Man, I'm getting old, and I can just notice.
What? No, when you get this little turkey gobble thing.
That's what I'm talking about. I'm starting to get it.
Yeah, no, the turkey gobble thing where we're just like... Stephanie Sups again. What was your first job and how much did it pay?
A paper account, or are we talking an actual job? My first job, technically, was a paper route, and it was, what would you say, about $47 a week?
If you collect it all in one day.
If I collected it all. It was $47 a week.
It was extended over 7 days.
Yes. But I would say my first job where I got paid would be Cosmos, right? The restaurant.
Or was did you get paid at the golf course?
Yeah, but that was not a...
Yeah.
That wasn't by the hour. I mean, it was, but it was just cash. What? Wasn't Cosmos, like, when I was, like, official?
For all 3 hours?
No, Cosmos is the restaurant on 15 and Harper that I worked at.
Oh, yeah.
And I think I made a $2.35 an hour.
My first job was at J.L. Hudson's, which is now Macy's, and I made $1.67 and a half. Oh, my first job was I was a waitress at Perini's.
For 2 hours.
2.5.
Oh, sorry.
2.5, and I made 75 cents an hour plus tips.
Yeah, how many tips did you get in 2 hours?
I don't remember. I didn't get very many because they had me. When they found that I couldn't serve liquor, they let me go. She started at Target when she was 15, making $3.25 an hour. She thought she had it big time. Well, that is pretty good.
That is.
$3.25. That's not too bad. Tina Smith says, we love you equally. I thought you were in real trouble there for a minute when we were complaining about the peanut gallery.
No.
Smoky Cat 100 says, we love the peanut gallery, but without you and Jimmy, it would be nothing. You guys are the best, but love you all. Once again, stroke our ego. We love
Exactly.
it. We love it. Well, she wants Sharon Bouchard, Bouchard, wants to know, is Bobby Flay hot off the grill?
Yes! That's the name of it.
She thought the peanut gallery was funny, but you two are the main attraction.
Yes, it was called Hot Off the Grill. It had, like, the southern dude with he wore the overalls. Yeah. That's what it was.
The one that looked like Burl Ives?
I don't know if no.
He had like a goatee.
No.
He was kind of heavy.
No.
Oh. What show was that? Remember that? It was a southern show.
You're thinking of Guy Fieri.
No, it wasn't Guy Fieri. It was like, he talked with a really thick southern accent. And
Sure, it's not Dave Letterman. He looks like
No, and he had suspenders. And he had like a lumberjack shirt he always wore. He wore suspenders. And he always cooked southern food. And he'd go, yee-haw, or something like that. Yeah, or whatever.
No clue.
I'll have to think of that one. But anyway. But if you could be a vehicle, what would you be and why?
If I could be a vehicle?
Yeah. If you were a vehicle, what would you be and why?
A plane, because it's faster. A jet.
I think I'd be an all-terrain vehicle so that when the traffic got bad, I could just hop the curb. Because I don't want to be up in the air.
Why not?
I don't like being up in the air. That's just not natural. It's just not natural being up there.
This is witchcraft. What are you in the 1800s now? Burn them!
I don't understand how, these are the two things in life I don't really understand the concept. There's a lot of things I don't understand the concept of. One of the things that I don't understand is how I can pick up my phone and talk into my phone, and you can be like 1,000 miles away and you can hear me talking. I don't understand that. Or we can be filming this and you can watch us and see us, that somehow this is recording. I don't know how that's done. I really don't. I don't know how that's done. And I don't understand. I know, but I just don't get it. I just, like when you're watching TV and then you're seeing everything that's going on. It's like, it blows my mind. It just blows my mind. So it's like far out. Like,
can you picture her on drugs?
Finding Nemo.
Oh, she'd be fun.
I have never done drugs in my life. I've never, like I had suffered from convulsions most of my life. So like when it got to the time where people were drinking, now I bought the booze because I worked at the market, and I would buy the Ripple and the Boone's Farm and all that and smuggle it out and bring it to the parties. And I grew up in the 60s, which were drugs. And but I never did drugs, but I was always the designated driver. But back then I would be like in a room full of smoke of everybody smoking, and then I get in the car and I was higher than a kite, but I didn't know it because I didn't actually toke.
Yeah, exactly.
So I was like, but I don't understand how an airplane as heavy as it is can lift off and fly, and I don't understand how a boat as heavy as it is can sit in the water and float.
Buoyancy.
I don't get it. I just don't get it. So if there's ever the end of the world, if there's ever a nuclear attack, I want that to hit right here on top of my house. Boom! Then I don't know what's going on, because I do not want to be part of the people that have to rebuild society.
You ever see those people that talk about the bomb? I hope when the bomb comes, it lands right on me. So do I.
I love Louis Anderson. I like when he talks about his mother telling the family that they're going to bring this and they're going to bring that, food-wise and stuff like that. But no, because you know what? I would be one of the first people they would kill. It's like, oh my God, Sandy's complaining about that again. Lead her up to the back and I'll take care of her. I just know that. So I don't want to be part of any of that. Plus, it would hit you so hard you wouldn't even know so fast. Although I don't really believe you die instantly. Like when they say you die instantly? No. I'm a firm believer that there's pain involved. There really is. There's pain when you're born, but you don't remember it.
I don't think there's pain. I mean, depending on how it is.
It depends on... No, I think no matter... Now, I've seen people die and it seems like they died really peacefully. I understand that.
Yeah.
But I still think they had pain. And they were just trying to make it better for you. Because I wouldn't want people to know I was suffering. I don't want that memory of that. Anyway.
And that happy note. Can we move on?
Patty Jones said, speaking of Bobby Flay, Jimmy favors him to me. Her husband is originally from Detroit, but she's from Alabama, and that's where they live. Don over at Carpenter Vlogs WV, and he also has a channel, WV Running Don, D-O-N.
Oh, I'll have to check that out.
Well, Carpenter's his last name. He's not a carpenter.
Oh, got all excited, see?
I'll
I'll still check it out, though.
Yeah, he's a runner. He's always running.
Oh, well, I'm good with that, too.
I live vicariously through Don because Don runs like in marathons constantly. I've always wanted to be a runner, but I never was.
Not in a marathon, but I run.
No, he runs constantly. He's like, Forrest, run, Forrest, run. That's what he does.
I think I'm going to go home now. That's my part of running.
But anyway, he said, I've knocked plenty of hammers off of ladders when I had placed them there and forgotten about them. Have you ever had close calls with your tools?
Oh, yeah. I have put a hammer right on top of my head. I have done that. I had another one where I left my snips, like my metal cutters, on there, and that came down and like nailed my shoulder. Plenty. Tons.
Yeah, the only accident your dad had was it saved his life because he was working at the Palace in Auburn Hills, and they were doing that. And he doesn't have a problem working in heights. Oh, speaking of heights, David was making me a nervous wreck. He was hopping from beam to beam.
That's what you have to do to get to that stuff.
I know, but I don't.
You did see me on top of the garage, didn't you?
I saw that too. It's just I can't watch that stuff, But anyway, and where was I going with the story? Oh, but Jim doesn't like wearing safety belts, so he was working on one of the way up high, and he didn't have his belt on, and one of the electricians had a loose wire that Jim didn't know, and when he brought he did have his No, he wasn't really high, but he was high enough.
Right.
I should put it that way. He brought his wrench up because Jim was a sprinkler fitter, so he was putting in the pipes for the fire protection. And the end of the wrench hit the wire and electrocuted him. And his body, was unconscious. So the dead weight made his hand let go of the wrench, and so then he fell off the ladder.
Right.
And he really bruised up. He had a burn all down his arm and all down the side of his thing. But if he would have had his safety harness on, he would have died.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
So, he always tells me that, too.
Man, she's just full of happiness today, isn't she? Let's go to the next question, see how we can talk about death.
Suzanne Brighton is such fun, as always. Thank you, Suzanne. Smoky Cat 100 said, question for Sandy. Are you ever going to go back to Weight Watcher meetings or just stay online with? First of all, the meetings for me, you got to make an appointment, and they're about a half hour away from where I live. And I like just paying $20. If I want to go back to the meetings, I got to pay an additional $30 a month. And I know I'm worth the $30 a month, but I'm too cheap to pay the $30 a month. So I don't see me going back, but I can't say with 100% certainty that I won't. Kim Bedcood said, always great. Smoky Cat 100 said, this is a question for Jimmy. Whatever happened with your hernia?
It's still there.
She said, did you ever have surgery for it?
I did not have surgery. I will be having surgery for it after the house is done. And actually...
When it's even worse.
No, actually, well, I can say yes and no. Yesterday it was bad. It was bad enough to where David even noticed, where he told me, he's like, sit down. And I'm like, what? And he's like, just sit down. I mean, I was hunched over. I shouldn't be saying this because Samantha watches these, and they're just going to be like, see, I told you. Yeah. So, no, it's been great. Nothing's happened.
Talk about somebody being gloom and doom. Ellen Noonan said she loves it. Weight Watchers with Carrie said she would die at 74. Thank you, Carrie. Carrie spent the night at my house, and she didn't complain about how cold it was. Of course, I think she stayed in the
Well, like I said, at night, I like it cold. So there's no problem there.
She keeps it at 66 in the winter, and she sleeps with her windows cracked all winter long, unless it's a negative 30 degrees, because she's in Wisconsin where it's really cold.
Nope, I have a window open and the fan on.
Plus, you burn more calories when it's cooler.
That's true.
It's true.
That is true.
Amy Green said we make her laugh really hard.
That's good. That's the goal.
Joanne Haley Kelly said she remembers the show with Bobby Flay.
Yep.
She says, if I'm right, the guy wore farmer jeans and was Southern. I can see his face, but for the life of me, can't remember his name.
Hot off the grill. I can't remember his name, though.
And a Georgia girl, I'm sure it's Georgia. You know, Carol Brady would never put the electric bill check into the phone bill. That would only be Roseanne. And you, meaning me.
Yep.
It's true. Blessed Mom says she adores the Peanut Gallery, but she loves Jimmy and I. Isn't that better?
It is much better.
Much better. G.I. Joe Girls 91 said, was it Grill at Bobby Flay?
That?
Oh, that's just a silent call, a junk call.
That's Samantha.
No, it doesn't. It's a silent call.
Man, I need glasses.
Yes, I'm getting old. Was it Grill It with Bobby Flay?
No, Grill It with Bobby Flay is where he does, challenges against other people.
Yeah.
I like that show, too.
Chris R. said Roseanne was too funny. The new one's all right, but the original was better.
When they got rid of her, I stopped watching.
Yeah. Diana Antu was a great video. Thank you, Diana. And then Sparkling Susan wanted to know, was it Barbecue Brawl? Was that another one you watched?
That is another one. It could have been that one, too. I still think it was Hot Off the Grill.
And Dawn E. Farmer's Wife 04 just said LOL. Once again, we amused our...
And once again, almost the 24-minute mark.
That's true.
As I'm trying to hurry up.
It's only 4:15 on a Wednesday.
Yeah, I have to go to Home Depot. I have to talk to the window guy. I told David I'd be there at 4:30. That ain't happening.
David's not going to be there at 4:30.
Yeah, he is.
Was he pretty prompt?
Oh, David's pretty good about being on time on that. And if I'm not there, he'll do something. Usually it's put plastic up or something to keep us warm.
Yeah. So, anyway, if you have any questions for us, what's next week? Oh, we film ahead of time. Next week might be difficult for us to film with it being Christmas week.
Yes.
So I'm not sure we'll do a video next week. We'll try.
We'll try.
But we can't promise. But still give us questions, because if not, we'll do it the following week.
Wait, next week's Christmas?
Next week is Christmas Eve. Christmas Eve is a week from today.
Shut up.
Right? 15th? No, a week from tomorrow.
What's today's?
Today's the 15th.
Crap, man. Like, it doesn't even feel like Christmas, man. I mean, other than all this, I mean, this is like you're in like Frankenmuth. But just from doing this,
tell them what you said about my Christmas decorations.
like, it was cool as hell. When we were kids, we'd look around and be like, oh, look at all this. And I'm like, this is a little much.
This is a little overdone.
A little overdone.
I don't think so. I just bask in my glory.
How long was your video showing them this?
I don't know. I think it was maybe 10 minutes.
Oh, bull crap, 10 minutes.
Just walk through and just show them.
Oh, okay.
What else I got to do? I just not much to show.
I thought it was going to be, this is my reindeer. It's a butter dish.
No, I didn't. I just showed the whole table as it is.
Gotcha.
Anyway.
All right.
But we'll try. I have my dinner with my brother and my sisters, and then we have our Eve of Christmas Eve, and then Jim and I do something on Christmas Eve. So it's going to be a busy week next week. So, but we'll try to get something in, and then Jimmy's putting his windows in, and
those are way more important right now.
Once he gets his windows in, maybe we'll just do a catch-up video on his house. Does that sound?
Yeah. Once the windows are in, we can
do a catch-up on that. Not a mustard, a ketchup.
Ketchup. I have plenty of mustard.
Yeah. Yes, because Jimmy always buys mustard.
I always buy mustard.
All right, so if you're new to our channel,
comment,
like,
subscribe,
and share. And once again,
ask us anything. Well, I'm waiting for you because you're like, once again, ask us anything, and you're just stop mid-sentence.
No, because that's your part. That's your part. If you watched our videos, you would know I would always say, and once again, and you always say, ask us anything. We'll answer anything.
We will.
Obviously.
Get the hint. There you go.
There we go.